Hi, my name is Natalie Romero. I'm the Director of Children, Youth, and Family Ministries here at Ascension. I am coming to you on May 6th with the continuing reflections from Jesus' Calling. If you have not seen any of those, you can go to our YouTube channel under Jesus' Calling Reflections, and you can see the pastors and staff giving their own perspective on these reflections. This is written and to be read in the perspective of God. Do not search for security in the world you inhabit. You tend to make mental checklists of things you need to do in order to gain control of your life. If only you could check everything off your list, you could relax and be at peace. But the more you work to accomplish that goal, the more things crop up on your list. The harder you try, the more frustrated you become. There's a better way to find security in this life. Instead of scrutinizing your checklists, focus your attention on my presence with you. This continual contact with me will keep you in my peace. Moreover, I will help you sort out what is important and what is not, what needs to be done and what does not. Fix your eyes not on what is seen, your circumstances, but on what is unseen, my presence. One of the verses it suggests to read is from Isaiah 26, verse 3. You, Lord, give true peace for those who depend on you because they trust you. For myself, during this time, it has been very difficult to find peace and find God's presence, as I shared last week. For myself, after a few weeks of getting into a routine and figuring out what my days will look like, what I have found helpful, and this is not a self-help video at all, this is just what I find helpful. I think the real focus for me is, where do I find God's presence? I think everyone finds God's presence in a different way and hears God speaking to them in a different way. And so for myself, I find exercising, it feels good, and I feel like I am honoring God and being present with Him in honoring taking care of myself. Something that I have done prior to having kids was I would do praying in color. And so what I decided to start doing was waking up early so that I could work out by myself and be able to do my devotionals and to be able to do some praying in color every day by myself. That doesn't always happen. I have a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. My 3-year-old is an early riser, and so for her, she likes to wake up before everyone else. So I try to wake up early, and what happens is if I don't wake up early enough, I usually give her some time to watch some cartoons or let her play on her tablet. And so that's where I have, for myself, let down some expectations of not allowing screen time and things like that at a certain point. And yes, we still limit it in our house, but I have allowed myself to say it's okay for her to be, or for my other daughter to be in front of the TV or on the screen, because I am a better mom and I am a better wife when I am able to do things like work out and do things like praying and having some quiet time with my coffee and being able to spend some time in God's presence. So praying in color can look different for a lot of people. I have used the book Praying in Color by Sybil Macbeth. I highly recommend it. Those ideas is kind of where I started. And so it might be praying for specific people. It might be focusing on a certain Bible verse or Bible story. It could be taking song lyrics and writing them out and decorating them and coloring them. For today, I took Isaiah 26:3 and drew a garden under the Bible verse, and on top of the flowers and plants, I put the things that bring me peace. The great thing about praying in color is that you can do as much and as little as you want. You can also get a adult coloring book or a regular coloring book and use that as your meditation time. Whatever brings you into the Word and brings you peace. I'm going to finish in prayer. If you would please join me. Heavenly Father, we thank you for things that bring us peace. Please allow us to have more peace in our lives, especially during this chaotic time. May those things remind us of your presence. God, we ask that you are with those who are seeking peace. We ask that you are with those who are hurting or are lonely. Wrap them in your love. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.